The 2025 Ballon d'Or nominees has been released for all categories: the men's coach of the year, the women's team coach of the year, the Ballon d'Or player, men's player of the year, the Ballon d'Or women's player of the year, and also the Yashin Trophy for the men and the women, with interesting names on that on the categories, on the various categories, with interesting names. Especially for the men's coach of the year, we have Luis Enrique, a winner of the UEFA Champions League and a league winner in France. We have Hansen Flick of Barcelona. We have Enzo Maresca, winner of the FIFA Club World Cup. Interesting names: Antonio Conte, a winner of the league in Italy, that is the Italian Serie A, for the men's coach of the year. And for the women's team coach of the year, football women's team coach of the year, we have the likes of Sarina Wigman of the Three Lionesses, the coach of the Three Lionesses of England. We have Justin Madugu of the Super Falcons of Nigeria that won their 10th WAFCON title in Morocco. So with a whole lot of names. And then for the Yasin Trophy for the women, goalkeeper of the year, Chiamaka Nadozie. She did exploit with Paris FC in the Akema D1 League, that is the French Feminine League in France, and also with the Super Falcons of Nigeria. We have a whole lot of names, and this year's Ballon d'Or nominees, the list, we have interesting names on that list. And for the men's player of the year, yeah, well, it has always been a debate even before the list was released between Yamal and Crossman Dembele, that is Lamine Yamal of Barcelona and Dembele of PSG. I have interesting names on that list on all of the categories. And if you look at all of the names in the various categories for this year's 2025 Ballon d'Or nominees, the names are so interesting. As in, it's so interesting that all the names there, if you want to look at it, each and every one of them actually deserves the award. But you know what? It's going to go through voting. They will go, all of the names being nominated will go through voting. They will be voted for, and at the end of the day, the players, the coaches with the highest, yes, the names that got the highest number of votes will eventually be pronounced as the winner of that particular category. But the interesting thing is, for let's look at the men's player of the year nominees. We have names like Judy Bellingham in there, Cosman Dembele of PSG. We have Lamine Yamal. We have Desire Drew, who is also in the nominees for the young player of the year. Quite interesting names that made their mark in Europe in this just past season, this last season. And if you look at it, it's going to be it's going to be um, an intense debate and a lot of sentiment. If you ask me, in these nominees, this year's nominees has a lot of sentiment in it. But the question is, who do you think, most especially for the men, who do you think is going to be the winner of the men's player of the year, the Ballon d'Or winner for 2025? We know Rodri won it last, and he is still on the list. So let's see. Definitely, the list will be cut down, and when the list is being cut down, also have the last three players standing also. So it's going to go through a lot of a lot of process. We have Mohamed Salah of Liverpool in there in that nominee. So it's quite interesting because all of the names for the men's player of the year, this Ballon d'Or, the name on the men's list are so interesting. They are players who made their mark last season in their various clubs in Europe and wherever they are playing. But let's see how it's going to end. Let's see who's going to win it, who's going to take the crown away from Rodri of Manchester City. Do well to drop your comments. And then, who do you think is going to win? I'll also put up the names, the names of the nominees. You go through it and then just drop your comment. The men's coach of the year, the women's coach of the year, the men's player of the year. Who do you think is going to win? Make sure you drop your comment in the comment section, and also do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And we will also come back when the winner has been announced. Well, we will come back to analyze that the winner of this year's Ballon d'Or. But do well. Let's get your comment. Who do you think is going to win? Drop your comments there for the men's coach of the year, women's coach of the year, and then the men's player of the year, the women's player of the year. Anita Bonmati won the last one. So who is going to take the crown away from Bonmati of Barcelona and Rodri of Manchester City? Drop your comments, and also we'll be looking at all of the winners at the end of the day. Thank you.